Rainier Beach is a diverse community, welcoming. It's got a lot of heart because it's a lot of people here who work really hard. It's one of my favorite parts of the city. The Ethiopian community in Seattle moved here about 5 years ago. Is everyone having coffee? Tea? Chai? This community center was built to help like immigrant Ethiopians coming in. This is kind of the first stop they make once they've landed in America. Okay. Well, thank you guys. They can get social services, help with housing, what papers they need in order to stay. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Just being a part of something amazing and feeling a little bit of home in America is a big deal. Seattle has said, you know, we're a safe space for immigrants, so more and more are coming in, and we're having to just keep up with the service. The senior program started partly because our seniors were getting a lot of exposed to like social events, and they were just staying at home. So it was just to socialize, but also get information about the health and exercise.
በጣም ነው ይናፍቀኛል። ሳምንቱ እስከሚደርስ ድረስ ይናፍቀኛል እዚህ ለመምጣት።
After yoga, they'll gather and eat traditional foods like shorowat and misirwat and injera. They just remind me of like my grandparents. I feel like our generation doesn't get that interaction so much with them. And so for me to have that opportunity, it's a pleasure. I came to America in 1999 with my brother. We were adopted. We grew up in Bahar Dar in a small village. I was the only girl, and so I was a lot of the times with my mom, helping her with work, just following her around. Then she got really sick. She found out that she was HIV positive, and we moved to Addis, which is the capital. By then it was like pretty late on. She passed away when I was about 7 years old, and then we went to an orphanage. And then from there, we were adopted to a family in Port Townsend, which is like a really small town. We just got really lucky. We could have really been like street kids. Coming to America was pretty difficult. I remember my mom, I remembered a lot of the memories, so it was really hard for me to connect with my family, connect with my surroundings. But eventually, I got, used to it. I started to speak more, connected to the culture. I got really into sports, and that really helped me. And I did a lot of fundraising for Ethiopia and wrote about Ethiopia with every paper I could. So we made it work eventually. So what's the other rule we have about when we're spelling? Yes.
Be respectful.
Be respectful.
And be nice to them.
Yeah, and what else?
Cheer them on.
Yes, cheer them on. All right, so we're going this way. When I first moved to Seattle, my friend had told me about the center. And then I was just like, well, I want to see it. Like, how cool is it that we have a center? And then eventually I just kind of ended up here.
Oh!
No, he did it. Push-ups, jumping jacks. The after-school program is run 3 days a week. I love it, one, because I love kids. Two, I just see a huge need within our community and within our kids because of the language barrier. Okay, home. I want to go home.
H-O-M-E.
Good. A lot of the time they'll come here, they'll be plugged into a classroom where they don't understand what's happening, and so they're behind on homework, they're behind on everything. And so having this program, it gives them a safe space because it's a center that they recognize. It's with people that they know, people that speak the language, and they can speak it freely, where at school they can't. They get to, not just only build their confidence in their academics, but their social. We practice raising our hands, working together, and just growing as a team. What are they doing in this picture?
They're jumping up and down.
Jumping? What else?
Miss Liya, she's a good teacher, and she helped me a lot. We learned ha-hoo-ha. That means ha-hoo-ha means your alphabet.
We learn about Ethiopia, and we learn how to write in Amharic. and they help you read in Amharic. I was born here, and I didn't get to know about Ethiopia, so it's good to know.
Line up right there if you want to play soccer.
I've always wanted to give back to Ethiopia, and now I have the opportunity to give back to them here. My hope for the center in Seattle is that I want Ethiopians to feel confidence that they can be anything that they want to be, and that we're just going to be the stepping stone for their dreams.
I have lots of things when I want to grow up. I want to be an artist. I want to be a painter. I want to be a singer.
What I want to be when I grow up is a soccer player.
I want to be a police officer, a doctor, a nurse.
Something else I want to do is I want to teach here, because then I can like pass on the generation of like learning.
እኔ በእውነቱ እንደው ሎንግ ሊቭ ነው የምለውና እና በጣም ነው ለመርዳት የምፈልገው ከቻልኩኝ በምችለው ልጆች በማስተማር ህፃናቱን በማስተማር አማርኛ ቋንቋ ለማስተማር ፍላጎት አለኝ።
What I give them is little, but what they give me, is bigger, because they're giving me stories of home and of hope, and just letting me know, like, if my mom was here, she'd be proud, and just things like that, reassurance that I'm where I'm supposed to be in life.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.